You know what that song means.
That was energy turned to sadness very quickly.
It's Winning Wednesday here on the Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz. That's where we give you play to put on your DraftKings sportsbook if you're in a state in which you can. And we give you a play that we feel strongly about and we'll win.
How'd the last one go?
How they've all gone. Chris Whittingham, 0-14 is where the streak stands presently.
Stugotz level.
0-14, not going great, but do I feel great about this one.
Here comes 1-14. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, so I am not giving you a boost either, so no further incentivization
Wow.
to play this.
Oh,
No.
my gosh.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No. A lot of promos going on right now, and
At this
why
point, it's-
would you boost us? We have to earn the boost.
It's not about the odds at this point. It's not about, getting this, massive payday for our audience. It's just about getting one right, lads.
And I'm going to do so with a parlay because
Ooh.
those have been working out great for us. Moreover, a cross-sport parlay.
You need to stop sounding like if you get this one wrong, your kneecaps are going to be taking out.
No, I've got plenty of those problems. You don't need any of those problems. But I am very embarrassed by 0-14. It's such a bad look for us. So, they asked me for a parlay. I was like, why? I want to win one. But they wouldn't boost an individual play because we haven't earned it, quite frankly. We gotta establish a proof of concept here, so I am going to establish a proof of concept. And I know there have been people fading this play. Oh, you're done. You're toast. This one's winning. 100%. Not losing. It's Stanley Cup Finals Game 1 tonight. So for the first leg of our parlay, we're going to buy down. I can barely make it through this sentence because I'm just so embarrassed. We're gonna buy down the Tampa Bay Lightning team total to 1.5 goals. Okay?
Wow, okay.
So we're gonna go over on 1.5 goals. And we're gonna parlay that with Toronto Blue Jays money line.
Wow, the Jays.
The Jays are a big favorite tonight. They're minus 300, but when you parlay those two prices together, you come around the neighborhood of minus 141.
Okay.
Right?
A minus 141 parlay is how we're going to break this streak.
We are heavily favored.
God.
We are heavily favored to break this streak.
If we can't do it with this one. Woo!
Sneakily, the Toronto Blue Jays, their advanced metrics will tell you they've been the best team in baseball over the last 3 weeks. So they're coming off a loss. I feel good about them. They're obviously minus 300 for a reason. Heavily favored. They're playing the Orioles, for God's sakes. Get it done.
What's the pitching matchup?
Well, Barrios is going for the Blue Jays, and he was supposed to be their ace entering this season. Really struggled. You can tell I'm betting baseball again, can't you? He really struggled at the beginning of this year. But
if you knew Barrios' first name, I'd really be concerned.
Ooh, Braxton?
Yeah.
I think it's a J. I think it's. Okay. Can you search this? He's on my fantasy team.
I'm on it.
And I know he's been, had a rough go of things, but all right, so here's a play. Before I give you some extra advice on what I think is going to happen in this game, and I do want to talk puck here a little bit with Roy. The play to stop the bleeding is it a heavy
Jose Barrios.
Jose, boom, Jay Barrios, my man, not Braxton, huh? Is Blue Jays and Lightning over 1.5 goals. Come on, baby. Come on. This one's got to do it. If you're willing to lay the juice, we're going to stop this together. And it's going to stop being a thing. All right. But here's what I really like about this game. Full disclosure, I'm heavily invested in the Tampa Bay Lightning. I was heavily invested in the Tampa Bay Lightning when they were down 0-2 to the Rangers. They were plus 700 to win the cup. And I thought they were like Ruth and Ozark. You're going to have to bleep and kill me. No one's going to kill this team. So I think the Tampa Bay Lightning win this series. I think we see some goals. A lot of rust from the Colorado Avalanche. Not a spectacular goalie. They haven't been getting great goalie play, even though they just swept the Edmonton Oilers. Offensive juggernaut. There should be a lot of goals here. I do like the first period over 1.5. That's my favorite play from today, and I'd like Victor Hedman to get an assist today. Ultimately, I think it's a little bit more suffering for this Colorado Avalanche core. They got brilliant young stars in McKinnon and Makar. Makar is a favorite to win MVP this series. I'm going to go with Vasilevsky. I invested a little bit in that here. Roy, I'm very curious to know what you think about this series. I think it's going to be an electric series, beginning with Game 1. I like the goals. I like the defensemen to get in on the attack and rack up some points here. What do you like entering tonight's Game 1?
I think the Lightning should play the Avalanche like they played the Panthers. Like, defense is going to be huge, and even bigger the goaltending. Like, clearly the advantage goes to the Lightning on that one. Darcy Kemper, like, listen, they've been dealing with injuries over there on that side, on Colorado's side. So I think if they play them like they did the Panthers, they're going to win out.
Kind of remarkable they haven't been troubled since the Blue series without that spectacular goaltending play. It's always the trope of the NHL playoffs, but they haven't really gotten tremendous goaltending in these playoffs, and yet they've not only won, but they've been fairly dominant.
And it wasn't even real sweats when it came to the St. Louis Blues series. They were always kind of in control. They kind of barfed up a quick series win there and lost another game, but they were never actually scared. Not really tried this postseason. Last year they kind of disappointed. You're in the deep water now against the Tampa Bay Lightning. 88's over there. So Kucherov's over there. Hedman's over there. I don't know what the health status is of Braden Point, but if Tampa Bay gets Braden Point back,
it looks like they're going to have him back. They eased him into the playoff line. He was on the third line as a winger, so they might ease him back into this series.
Braden Point, for me, he's my favorite offensive player that the Tampa Bay Lightning have. They've been doing this without Braden Point. Been dealing with a hip injury, I think. Ultimately, I think this is a team for the generations in the Tampa Bay Lightning. I think they're going to get it done. I think it's going to be a spectacular series, a fun series to watch, but the champs stay the champs. That's my prediction on the whole. Witty, where are you at?
But they just need 2 goals tonight. Come on.
Come on,
2 goals.
2 goals.
And get it done in the first period.
Yeah, and you know what's going to undo this? It's going to be Jose Barrios. I just know. It's going to be Jose Barrios, that early season gas can.
I'm going for the Avs. I think this is Nathan McKinnon's time. I learned their story this morning. I'm fired up about the Avs now. I'm a big Avs guy.
Jess, I'm going to work you in here because you saw plenty of the blue blobs in action. Do you like the blue blobs?
So many blue blobs. I do. I do love the blue blobs. They've done it before. They have that playoff experience, Mike, and that's what's going to get them over the finish line in the series.
Go blue blobs.
Go blue blobs.
Blobs. Roy, your prediction here for the Stanley Cup Finals Game 1 and for the series on the whole?
I just want the season to be over. That's why I got the Lightning to win in 5 in this series.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why do you want the season to be over?
I want the season. I'm tired of this,
I thought you
man.
want the Lightning to be over, not the season.
I want this season to be over.
He has
We got to start over.
fatigue.
Yeah.
He's over it. I know what you mean, Roy. Sometimes at the end of a long year, your team didn't do as well as you wanted them to. You're just ready to start over fresh the next season and get this shit over with.
Yeah, and that's where I am right now. Lightning in 5.
Oh, I want a nice long series. I've grown to love the puck so much. I don't want it to puck and stop. I want to keep pucking and pucking. And if we have a 7-game series, we get right into the offseason free agency. Where's Johnny Hockey going? Who knows? I'm so excited about all these storylines. I love hockey. I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Lightning I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to say 7. That means they're winning a road game.
Oh,
they either
Jesus
have the
Christ.
opportunity to lift the cup at Emily. I don't think they're going to do it there. I think this one goes 7. And then Tampa Bay in 88, I just don't see him losing an elimination game. He's proven it before against Toronto.
Conn Smythe prediction, Mike?
I'm going with Vasilevsky. You can get a nice little price on him. If not Vasilevsky, it's got to be Kucherov. You might be able to get a nice price on Braden Point, but I wouldn't advise doing that because we don't even know if Braden Point for sure is going to get
Willis
some game
Reed moment on that one.
The favorite is Cale Makar, who mixes it up offensively really well. He's a defenseman for Colorado. Brilliant player to watch. McKinnon is a superstar here. McKinnon, I think, when 88's not in good form, McKinnon's the best player on the ice in this series. So if you want to hedge your bets and take an Avalanche player, McKinnon's got bigger prices than Cale Makar. I'd go Makar. I'd go Vasilevsky, McKinnon, and Kucherov in that order if you're looking for Conn Smythe predictions. But I think the Lightning lift the cup.
Odds on DraftKings Sportsbook have Makar as the favorite at plus 180, then McKinnon at plus 210, Kucherov and Vasilevsky plus 400. Then you get into the plus 1500 range with Mikko Rantanen and Steven Stamkos.
Yeah, I doubt that Braden Point, if he does anything in this series, would get the Conn Smythe trophy because that's an entire playoffs thing. And he hasn't been here for the entire playoffs.
Yeah, so Vasilevsky would be the favorite. If we were going to give it to a Tampa Bay Lightning player right now, it would be 88. Considering his heroics. Finally, I thought the mystique was maybe a little bit over when New York won 2 straight games against Vasilevsky, and then they just rattled off 4 more. So Tampa Bay Lightning, Colorado Avalanche start today. The play on a winning Wednesday is Tampa Bay, just over 1.5. We can get that in the first period. And we partner that up with Jose Barrios' boys, the Toronto Blue Jays, a big-time favorite over the Baltimore Orioles. We're parlaying that. We're laying some juice here today, and we're not boosting it. I'm sorry, but we got to earn our boost. But this is how we break the streak. All right? This is how we get off our slump, and this is how we turn losers into winners on a winning Wednesday.